Imagine a time long, long ago. Dinosaurs walked the Earth, but the planet looked very different. Instead of 7 continents, there was just one. Scientists call it Pangea. Volcanoes erupted with fury. Earthquakes changed the shape of the land. Slowly, over millions of years, Pangaea began to break apart. These pieces, the continents we know today, found their current positions, and scientists believe something amazing is happening again. Deep within the Earth, beneath our feet, a powerful force is at work. The Earth's tectonic plates are constantly moving, they collide. They rub against each other, and sometimes they pull apart. This is happening right now, in Africa. A continent is splitting apart. A new ocean could be born. The East African Rift System stretches for thousands of miles. The ground is literally splitting apart. In 2018, a massive crack appeared in Kenya. It stretched for miles, swallowing homes and roads. The African continent is splitting in two. The process is slow, taking millions of years, but the evidence is clear. The East African Rift Valley, a scar on the face of Africa, a testament to the immense power beneath our feet. This is no ordinary valley, it's a crack, a fracture in the Earth's crust, stretching over 2,000 miles. From the scorching deserts of Ethiopia to the lush plains of Mozambique, the land is splitting apart. Stand on the edge of the Rift Valley, and you can feel it. The ground beneath you seems less solid, somehow less permanent. The air crackles with an unseen energy. This is a place where the Earth speaks to us, not in whispers but in the groan of rock and the tremble of the ground. Slowly and relentlessly, the continent is splitting apart. Scientists call it plate tectonics. The Earth's outer layer, the lithosphere, is broken into massive plates that fit together like a giant jigsaw puzzle. But these pieces aren't staying still. They're constantly moving, pushed by the intense heat inside the Earth's core. In the case of the East African Rift, 2 of these plates, the Nubian and the Somali, are moving away from each other. This pulling, this stretching of Earth's crust, is what's creating the Rift Valley. It's a slow-motion split, happening at a rate of just a few millimeters a year. But over millions of years, these tiny movements add up to dramatic changes. Geologists have been studying the East African Rift for decades, using sophisticated equipment to monitor the Earth's movements. The evidence is clear, the African continent is splitting apart. To understand the future of the East African Rift, we just need to look north, towards the Red Sea. Millions of years ago, the Red Sea was just a small inlet, a crack on the Earth's surface, much like the East African Rift today. But over time, as the African and Arabian plates continued to move apart, the Red Sea widened and deepened. Scientists believe the same fate awaits the East African Rift. As the rift widens, seawater will eventually flood in, gradually filling the valley. Over millions of years, a new ocean will be born, splitting the African continent in two. This new ocean will reshape maps, create new coastlines, and change the course of rivers. It's a vision of a future both strange and inspiring. The African night sky, shining with 1,000,000 stars. It's a scene of timeless beauty, but beneath this celestial tapestry, the Earth is restless, constantly changing. The Rift Valley, a stark reminder of this hidden dynamism, cuts across the continent. It's a landscape caught between tranquility and turmoil, where the Earth seems to breathe. Deep beneath the surface, the tectonic plates are separating with agonizing slowness. Each movement, a whisper in the ancient language of the Earth, is captured by sensitive instruments. Seismographs, like watchful guardians, record the tremors that run through the Earth's crust. Each spike on their graphs tells a story of forces beyond our understanding. Geologists, the interpreters of these cryptic messages, study the data with focused intensity. The Earth communicates not through words but through tremors, fissures, and volcanic eruptions. The Danakil Depression in Ethiopia, one of the hottest and most inhospitable places on Earth, offers a glimpse into the future of the African continent. Here, the Earth's crust has thinned dramatically, creating a surreal landscape of salt flats, volcanoes, and sulfur springs. It's a harsh, almost alien environment, yet strangely beautiful in its desolation. Fossils of ancient sea creatures unearthed from the heart of the African plains tell the story of a time when water, not land, dominated this region. These petrified remains serve as a stark reminder that the Earth's geography isn't fixed, but a canvas that geological forces constantly repaint. Further south, in Tanzania's Olduvai Gorge, the Rift Valley walls reveal layers upon layers of sedimentary rock, like pages from a history book going back millions of years. Each layer holds the fossilized footprints of past ecosystems, documenting the slow but relentless evolution of life alongside the changing landscape. The Rift Valley has played a pivotal role not only in shaping the Earth's geography, but also in the story of our own species. To understand the timeline of this continental breakup, scientists use the tools of geochronology, a scientific field that unravels the mysteries of Earth's history by analyzing rocks and minerals. Like detectives at a crime scene, they use radioactive isotopes, those ticking clocks of the geological world, to date the rocks found along the Rift Valley. Their findings suggest that the initial breaking process began millions of years ago, a slow tearing of the Earth's fabric almost imperceptible on a human timescale. But like a wound gradually widening, the rift has been steadily growing, with periods of accelerated activity punctuated by moments of relative calm. By analyzing the composition of volcanic rocks found along the rift, scientists can track the movement of magma plumes, those fiery fingers from Earth's interior that pull apart the tectonic plates. These plumes, originating deep within the Earth's mantle, leave a trail of chemical signatures, like fingerprints at a crime scene, allowing geologists to reconstruct their movements over millions of years. The evidence is clear. The African continent is not only splitting apart, but the process is ongoing, happening right now beneath our feet. Imagine a future, millions of years from now. The African continent, as we know it, will be gone. In its place, a new ocean, a vast expanse of blue stretching for thousands of miles. The East African Rift, once a scar on the continent's surface, will be swallowed by the sea. Water will pour in from the Indian Ocean, flooding the Rift Valley. Slowly and relentlessly, the sea will reclaim the land. A new coastline will be drawn, forever changing the map of our planet. This new ocean won't be isolated. It will connect with the existing oceans, creating new currents, changing weather patterns, and influencing the climate of the entire planet. As the African continent splits apart, the molten heart of the Earth will be exposed. Volcanoes dormant for millennia will come back to life. Underwater eruptions will create new islands rising from the sea like mythical beasts. These islands, born of fire and fury, will be havens for unique life forms. Over time, the volcanic rock will erode, creating fertile soil. Seeds carried by the wind and waves will find a place to settle. Plants will colonize the islands, transforming the barren rock into green forests. Birds, insects, and eventually animals will make these islands their home. Earth's tectonic plates are shifting, unaware of the human drama unfolding above. As the African continent slowly breaks apart, our carefully constructed world order will be put to the test. Coastal cities, once vibrant hubs of trade and culture, will face the encroaching sea. Millions will be displaced, forced to abandon their homes and seek refuge inland. The human cost of this continental divorce will be immense. The displacement of populations will strain resources, spark conflicts, and test the limits of our compassion. Mass migrations driven by environmental change will reshape the human landscape of Africa. New cities will emerge, far from the coasts, driven by necessity and the promise of a new beginning. The geopolitical map of the world, redesigned by the forces of nature, will reflect a new reality. The birth of a new ocean will create new opportunities for trade, exploration, and resource development. Nations will compete for control of the newly formed coastlines, with their ambitions fueled by the promise of economic and strategic advantage. The race to secure resources will intensify as nations and corporations alike seek to capitalize on the wealth hidden beneath the waves. New shipping routes will emerge, connecting distant continents and fostering economic interdependence on an unprecedented scale. The global balance of power will shift as nations adapt, to the changing geopolitical landscape, the need for international cooperation will be more critical than ever. Shared challenges, such as climate change, resource scarcity and mass displacement, will demand collaborative solutions. The Earth, a celestial sphere drifting in the vastness of space, continues its relentless journey through time. The continents, fragments of a past supercontinent, continue their slow dance across the planet's surface. The Earth operates on a timescale far greater than our own. The changes we are witnessing today are fleeting moments in the planet's long history. Life has a remarkable ability to adapt, evolve, and thrive. The future is not predetermined but a tapestry woven from the decisions we make today. By embracing a spirit of cooperation and respect for our planet, we can create a future where humanity and nature thrive in harmony. The African continent, the cradle of humankind, is slowly being reborn. The Earth in its eternal dance is reshaping itself before our very eyes. The changes we've discussed, the birth of an ocean, the reshaping of the continents, may seem far off, but they are happening relentlessly and inevitably. The Earth's story, a saga spanning billions of years, is a testament to constant change. From the formation of Pangaea to its eventual breakup, our planet has never stood still. This ongoing continental drift, a slow ballet of rock and fire, is a humble reminder of our place in the universe. We are but temporary passengers on this extraordinary planet. However, we are not helpless. We possess the intelligence to understand these changes and adapt our way of life. The knowledge we gain by studying these geological processes allows us to make informed decisions. The future, though uncertain, holds immense potential. As we stand at the cusp of a new chapter in Earth's history, let's embrace the challenges ahead. Because in the face of change, humanity has always found a way not just to survive, but to thrive. Earth's story is far from over. The most amazing chapters have yet to be written.